Yo, 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 Big Kish back up in here, man. Yeah, listen, somebody DM me on Instagram this video right here where a guy, he's breaking down, well, you know, they're insinuating that Kendrick Lamar got his whole style from Lupe Fiasco. I never heard of this. I never heard this before. But it's kind of interesting. What I'm going to say, I'm going to give my opinions after it. And my opinions is, I'm giving you a little opinion before it. They got this thing where you develop artists in their beginning stages. So, you know what I'm saying? This might be a reach right here, but I'm going to give y'all some more of my opinion after the video. But just consider that there is a thing called artist development. You got to develop an artist. Whether you might be taking something from here, there, whatever. But, you know, let's just check it out, man. Let's just check it out. She sent me this video, asked me to react to it. Y'all send me these videos. I'm telling you, I'm going to react to them. You know what I mean? This was a while back. I never knew that they had something going on. And I know that people say that Lupe Fiasco is one that probably could stick up there with Kendrick. Pause. I ain't mean for it to sound like that. Eminem, I say Eminem, Black Thought, Lupe Fiasco, Kendrick. Who else? I can't think of none right now, but yeah, let's just check this video out, y'all. I ain't gonna hold y'all. Let's get it.
Check this out. Lupe Fiasco, Kendrick Lamar, Steal Like an Artist. It's all happening.
Status selected.
Lupe Fiasco made headlines this week when he stated that Kendrick Lamar and SZA's cover art for their new song, All of the Stars, which is off the Black Panther soundtrack, was a little too close to the cover art of his next project, Drogas Wave. On Twitter, Fiasco...
I never seen all of this. I didn't know about this beef. This was like 6 years ago, y'all. But, you know, stuff resurface after a while when, you know, people start to buzz and all that, which is Kendrick Lamar. He's buzzing right now. You know what I mean? So, you know, things gonna start coming up. Do y'all think this is a reach right here? Do y'all think this album cover is a reach? Or do y'all think it got too many similarities? What do y'all think?
Stated, even I admit this is a little too close for comfort. Damn, now I guess I gotta get a new album cover. Thanks, Black Panther. A few minutes later, Lou followed with, no matter how far you go, you will reflect me. All black album covers, backwards albums, Ninja. Now this, I'm getting suspiciously delicious. Ha ha ha. Jesus, there's a lot going on here. Let's break it down. That first line, no matter how far you go, you will reflect me. That's a lyric from SLR 2, Super Lupe Rap 2, which was Lupe's response to Kendrick Lamar's Control verse, which rocked the rap industry in 2013. Lupe also makes reference to all black album covers. Lupe's album Food and Liquor 2, the Great American Rap album, had an all black cover. I guess Lupe is referencing Untitled Unmastered by Kendrick Lamar. Looks kind of green to me. Backwards albums, Damn famously also plays backwards. TDE released a special edition with the songs in reverse order. Lupe's album Tetsuo and Youth came out in 2015. It's broken up by seasons and designed to be played forwards and backwards. Ninja, Lupe's not only been on...
So Damn has a special edition that plays backwards, and Lupe's one of Lupe's albums made to be backwards. And this the part that interests me, where they did the Kung Fu thing, because we already know Kendrick Lamar be on this Kung Fu stuff.
On his ninja-ish since we met him, but he's also a certified black belt. Kendrick broke out the Kung Fu Kenny alter ego in the DNA video. It was said to be inspired by Don Cheadle's Kung Fu Kenny character from Rush Hour. Cheadle was also in that video. It's all happening. TDE President Dave Free decided to fire back on Twitter, writing at Lupe Fiasco, "Go kick and push yourself into a tree with these wild allegations." Lupe pushed back with, "I see what you did there. However, it's rather impossible to skate into a tree because most trees are located in grass where skateboards don't actually work well due to the wheels not really being optimal for traversing across such terrain. Now a car or say a well-placed gate, are we sure about that?" The Lupe vs. Kendrick debate has been going on for years. There's actually a Genius thread that's been running for 4 years straight arguing who's a better lyricist, Carrera Lou or King Kendrick, and it makes sense. We're talking about two of the most important artists in hip-hop history, two arguable GOAT contenders who both cut through the muck by crafting timeless bodies of work without dumbing down to their eras. We've seen the greatness Kendrick was able to reach by dropping magical concept albums in this singles-heavy era. Section 80, Good Kid, Mad City, To Pimp a Butterfly, Damn is arguably the strongest 4-album run ever. I only got Cast and Kanye in the conversation. No hyperbole. And honestly, considering the battered state of the music industry in 2006, rampant label consolidation, profits dropped lower than Nicki Minaj, piracy was at an all-time high, and monetized streaming didn't yet exist, it's a miracle Lupe even found a lane, especially as a wordsmith not from the 1990s. Check this out. Billboard's top songs of 2006 consisted of Lil Jon's Snap Your Fingers, Lean With It, Rock With It by them Franchise Boys, Nelly's Grills. Complex Rhymes no longer held center stage in 06. It was all about snapping and trapping in your white t-shirt. In the mid-2000s, it felt like everybody was getting shelved, especially the lyricists. Here's XXL's first freshman cover ever. It's an annual indicator of the newest artists to watch. No shot at anyone, but take a look at the lyricists on this list. Saigon.
Papoose up there. Joel, I think that's his name, Joel. Who that? I think that's Crooked Eye right there. Rich Boy. That's I'm in love with the Coco. Boosie. Oh, that's Saigon. He just said, okay, Plies. That's Dro. I don't know who that is right there.
Joel Ortiz, Lupe Fiasco, Crooked Eye, Papoose.
Hold on, that's Lupe? That don't look like Lupe. You look like you've been doing push-ups right there.
4 of the 5 of them got shelved, missing their commercial primes. Pap signed a jive for 1.5 mil. He got dropped. Narsarima Dream arrived 6 years later. Joel Ortiz released Bodega Chronicles on Koch. He then signed to Dr. Dre. Shelved. He left that label in 08. Crooked Eye was locked in legal hell with Death Row. Never released a project with them. Saigon sat with a potential classic in hand. The greatest story ever told. While playing a recurring character on Entourage. Even TV couldn't get that project released. Again, 4 out of the 5 lyricists on the first XXL freshman cover got shelved. That's how difficult it was to be a lyricist in the mid-2000s. You could be one of the most anticipated lyrical monsters of the era and still not be able to release music.
That's how you know they was dumbing the people down. There was agenda being pushed forward. Let's dumb these people down, get them to just listen to a catchy beat. We don't need these people developing their brain to decipher metaphors and parables and stuff, because what? That makes the people smarter. What makes the people dumb? Man, you see young people in Walmart dancing in the aisles and shit, looking crazy and shit. You know what I mean? When you deciphering lyrics and stuff, what it does is it allows people to communicate, to go back and forth with each other. Debates are healthy, believe it or not. Debates are healthy. You're sharpening your sword, iron sharpening iron. You know what I mean? Then you're deciphering things. It just make you just a smarter person when you listen to lyrics. But when you just listen to snap your fingers, lean back, snap your fingers, lean back, snap your fingers. How could we build off that? We can't build off that. So that lets you know that there's an agenda being pushed forward throughout the industry, and we see where it has gotten us.
Jesus. And there's Wasulu Jaco, the spectacle-wearing kid from the Shy cuffing Kanye production and Jay-Z cosigns, talking about all the world's ills from a third-person perspective. To be fair, Lupe would also run into his own label conundrum with Lasers, but at least he was able to drop back-to-back classics in his prime. Food and Liquor and The Cool had the whole world checking for the kid. Fader magazine placed the still largely unknown MC on its cover, dubbing him hip-hop whiz kid. Vibe ranked Kick Push the 16th best song in his top 60 songs of 2006. Nas told XXL in April 2007, one of the young cats, Lupe Fiasco, I'll listen to anything he do. One page later, British soul singer Josh Stone said, and you know what, Lupe, I'm feeling him. Jimmy Rollins, John Singleton, Bun B, Bob Saget, Carrera Lou's cosigns rolled in like an oncoming earthquake. Hipsters championed him, trap stars respected him, his record label Atlantic, it seemed like they fully supported him at the time. East Coast, West Coast, Dirty South. From 2006 to 2008, there was a consensus arguably unseen since Nas went to hell for snuffing Jesus, a place very similar to where Kendrick Lamar was after Good Kid Mad City hit the earth like a comet invasion. Lupe really is a pioneer. He was super early on so many things that were later deemed cool. He was skateboarding before Lil Wayne. He was on the streetwear scene wild early, on all Japanese everything before just about everybody else. He was one of the first blog stars to break into the mainstream. I spoke with his manager Chili in 2016. Here's how he described how Lupe built his initial buzz back in 2003.
Lou the first internet child, because when the internet popped, 2003, he was the hottest dude on MySpace. I went out and I got a publicist and I told her to concentrate more on this online shit versus this radio. He was the first like internet baby. I used to always tell him it's quality over quantity. Fuck trying to put 1,000 mixtapes out. Put solid mixtapes out that'll last, you know, because Lou remind me of Biggie. Biggie didn't have a cat. You can listen to his record a year later, you can pick up something Lou. That's Lou. Like every time you go away from a Lou record and you come back to it, you feel Lou because you get where this nigga coming from. Niggas always tell Lou, man, he number down. Like, fuck with anything, nigga. Do you. His mixtape was so solid. Like, I listened to one of them the other day. I'm like, yo, this nigga, this shit 15 years old and this shit cracking. We didn't waste time with the production or even if you use somebody else's shit. The way we took our time mixing it, everything was a craft. The nigga just mastered the shit. And so that's why his mixtapes were so crazy. But he was the first internet baby.
First internet baby. The point is this, I don't have an example of any truly great artist that hasn't influenced a generation. Lupe absolutely has. Kendrick's doing that right now. But I also don't have an example of any truly great artist that hasn't been accused of biting. Jay-Z spent most of his career being accused of biting Biggie's rhymes. Thanks, Cam. He's always addressed it though. He's big enough to do it. In 2011, Beyonce was accused of stealing dance moves from Aunt Teresa de Keersmacher. Who rocked it better? Check this article on BBC.
And I be looking up like movie production and stuff. I like recording and filming and stuff like that. So what they tell you is you develop your lens, your eye by looking at movies. Like, you know, you might copy a scene from somewhere, copy a scene from a Batman movie, any movie, you know what I mean? And then you implicate it into what you're doing. And then you just make a collage. You make a collage of things. So I'm sure there are some things that Lupe had copied, got from other artists as well. And that's how shit developed over the years. Not taking away that they're saying, Kendrick had, stole from Lupe or whatnot. But if I'm not mistaken, Lupe is way older than K-Dot. You know what I mean? He's way older than K-Dot. But y'all let me know y'all thoughts, man.
America. Did Shakespeare really write his plays? A few theories explained. There's a bunch of arguments that the bard didn't write his own ish. And maybe that makes sense. There's a great book called Steal Like an Artist. The book talks about how so-called original thinkers and creators are simply people who effectively learn to remix other people's materials. Originality isn't about doing what's never been done in a strict sense, but it's about the unique way in which each individual gives expression to his or her artistic influences. I'll be honest, I see a lot of Lupe Fiasco in all these things that have become lyrically successful since he's arrived. When I saw Lupe Fiasco win a Grammy for Daydreaming, a complicated song about a project building that turns into a robot, it amazed me. Just like it amazed me when Kendrick Lamar released Swimming Pools Drink, an anti-drinking song that literally had everybody turned. Or when I see he dropped Humble or DNA, 2 trap songs that make you want to be a better person. Supreme, Outlier. When I think about Lupe Fiasco running incredible extended metaphors, personifying all the world's ills from the perspective of a cheeseburger like he does on
He know how to speak well. I love it, bro. I wish I knew how to speak like that. You see the words he using? He said personifying. Wow, I like that. Hold on, check it out.
Extended metaphors, personifying all the world's ills from the perspective of a cheeseburger like he does on Gotta Eat, or blackberries and Hennessy like he does on Twilight Zone. It reminds me of Nas's I Gave You Power, which is from the perspective of a gun. And that song reminds me of Pharoah Monch's Stray Bullet, where he raps from the perspective of a bullet. Even the open-ended approach to this show.
And that's what people do. Whatever kind of art you're into, whatever your hobbies is, you're going to sample what you see before you. You're going to take a little sample of it. You're going to take a little sample of that, a little sample of that, and you're going to develop who you are. You know what I mean? But that shit that Drake was doing, that's stealing. He was stealing. Now that's stealing. We heard the reference tracks. For real.
Show's storytelling is directly derived from Lupe Fiasco's open-ended style of storytelling on the song The Cool, to ignite thought, put something on their minds, give them lines to remember. That's what's at the core of the breakdown, and even Murs has kind of kept that open-ended approach as he hosts that show on Hip Hop DX. So now there's 2 video shows that are directly derived from Lupe Fiasco's open-ended approach to storytelling. At what point is simply inspiring greatness, inspiring others to improve on the design, to carry on tradition awesome enough? Is there not something noble in that? Or does everything always come back to receiving credit? I don't have the answer to these questions.
Status selected.
Yeah. That's what, you know what I mean? It's like paying homage, you know what I'm saying? So let's just say Lupe Fiasco, because the dude said, look, Lupe remind me of a Biggie. Why would it remind him of a Biggie? You mean to tell me that every hip hop artist that come into the game, he already broke it down that Jay-Z has stole some stuff. You know what I mean? What they do is they take samples of what somebody said that was popular, and it's a trending line. There's lines that he took. You know what I mean? But my thoughts as far as like the kung fu stuff and all of that. Yeah, I mean, he probably did take some stuff from Lupe, but it probably wasn't his idea. That's why Dave Freeze has stepped up, because Kendrick have people like managers around him and stuff like that that's developing Kendrick as an artist. You know what I mean? But he's not stealing like Drake. He's not. Nah. What he doing is he's pushing forth his culture. He's grabbing stuff from his culture, and he keeps on going. He keeps going with it. Now the people that's around Kendrick, that's, you know, because Kendrick, he's not going in these warehouses and making the CDs and all of that stuff himself. He write his music, and then, you know, you got people in certain departments to do that stuff for him. You know what I mean? Write down the credit. He not on the computer typing the credits and, you know, this is produced by such and such. They got people set up for that. So, you know what I mean? That's in his defense. But yeah, y'all let me know what y'all think in the video. You know what I mean? Y'all write in the comments. Like, comment, subscribe. If you want to donate to the channel, Cash App right at the bottom. If you want to enter to win the first, second, and third place prize, which is $150 for first, $100 for second, and $50 for the third, you go to the Instagram at Big Kish, BIGGKISH. Write a comment on the last post, which is a freestyle. Let me know what you think about it, and that locks you in to enter to win. All right, Big Kish signing out. I'm gone.